Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I'm here to talk to you about what to do in Las Vegas. It's not an easy task because Las Vegas has a lot of cool things to do and to visit, but we have summarized the must-see attractions that you can't miss. So they will be very quick and useful tips that will make a difference in your trip. So enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel and buckle up. So, Las Vegas is a city with no lack of things to do. We have been there a few times and there are always new things to do. So, the list is not easy, but we have summarized the main attractions that you can't miss in your Las Vegas list. To start, we can't leave out, and it has to be the first item to comment, are the city's casino hotels. So, for those who don't know, the main attractions in Las Vegas are all concentrated on the Las Vegas Strip, which is the main avenue in Las Vegas. It's more than 8 kilometers long and only with gigantic casino hotels, stores, shoppings, and restaurants, but the main attractions are the casino hotels. What happens? Each casino hotel is like a different theme. Some are like a shopping mall mixed with an amusement park, so you have a lot of things to do in each one. There are malls inside the hotels, there are attractions, restaurants, museums, shows, and spectacles. It's very nice. So each casino hotel has its attractions inside. It will take you more or less, let's say, vary a lot from hotel to hotel depending on the size of the attractions and your taste, but it will take you at least 1 or 2 hours to get to know a hotel, walking quickly inside it. And if you are not staying in the hotels, it's very common to visit them, so don't worry, they want this because each hotel also has the casino inside with restaurants and the strips because it's really worth it. You start down there, but the Mandala Bay, we also have it, which is not so thematic and not so different, but right on top there's a Luxor, which is a pyramid, so it's a hotel in the shape of a pyramid, which is also very thematic about Egypt, about the Egyptian world and the night. There's a gigantic light that comes out of the tip of the pyramid. It's super beautiful scenario. So if you enjoy this Egyptian scenario, I bet that you're gonna love it. So when you're there at night on the water, try to locate the light that you see. It's a very nice scenario too. Right in front of it, that's the MGM, a very cool and very well-known hotel. It hosts some of the main FC fights, events, and some of the events inside the hotel. There's an area that has some lions. The symbol of the hotel is a lion, so you can see real lions walking around inside the casino. Right in front, it's on the Luxor side, there are also the Excalibur and the New York, which are two thematic hotels, very cool. The Excalibur is like a castle, and the New York is on New York theme. It has a very cool roller coaster around it. It's very cool to go. We recommend that you go at night. It's very nice because you can see the whole Las Vegas Strip, which is the main avenue, all lit up. It's very cool, and there are several attractions inside as well. Take a look, set aside a day only to the first ones I mentioned. It will take up practically your whole night, so you can enjoy a lot. And going up a little bit more, you start to get close to the center of Las Vegas Strip, which has the main casino hotels, the most famous and also the most expensive ones. Then you pass by Paris, which is the hotel that represents Paris, which is very cool. It has a replica of the Eiffel Tower where you can go up. It's an observatory. You can have dinner in a restaurant inside. Inside there are thematic attractions as if you were friends. Next door you have the Venetian, which is a replica of Venice. Then you have the gondolas. You can ride on the boats and gondolas. It's very cool. The sky they replicate inside the hotel casino, it looks like you are during the day because they make the sky as if it were a real sky. So it's all themed around Italy. And right across the street there's the Bellagio, which is the main and most famous of all, the most iconic of Las Vegas because of the movie 11 Men in a Secret, and also because of the fountains of Bellagio. Right across the street it has the fountains, which are like the fountains of the Ibirapuera Park. If you have seen it, only much bigger, a sensational show that happens every night, every 20 minutes is the water show, all lit up and with Pavarotti's music and Italian song, which are beautiful. It's a really great moment and therefore free. You are on the Las Vegas Strip there on the avenue. You can see it without having to pay or stay there, nothing. So it's a very nice attraction. Next to it you have the Aria and the Cosmopolitan, which are new, modern and very big hotels that also have several attractions inside. Next to the Bellagio, there's the Mirage, which is a hotel that has the volcano, its theme, and right next to it in the avenue it has a volcano that has a show every night in the same way that the Bellagio fountains works. It starts to erupt, so it has several illuminations, music, nice to watch too. Next to it there is a treasure island with a pirate hotel replica, a replica of the Sea Pirate Hotel, then there is also a pirate show that's free. The same thing as the other three, it's very nice to walk there at night to see these shows, which are free and they happen there on the avenue, and it's very nice. Even though they're free, they are very nice shows. A little bit further up, passing those, you will get to the Wynn, which is one of the most beautiful hotels in the world. We think it's sensational. We never stayed there because it's the most expensive hotel in Vegas, but the area down there is very nice. There's one of the coolest clubs in Vegas that we have been to that it's worth checking out. There are very good restaurants, a sensational garden inside the hotel that's all decorated and very beautiful. It's worth going there. And a little bit closer and further away from the strip, there's the Stratosphere, which is another very nice place to include in your list of things to do in Las Vegas. It's one of the tallest observatories in the world and the tallest tower in Las Vegas. It's shaped like a tower with thin up there. It has a circle like the one in Seattle, and there are some thrill rides up there. It's very cool. There is an observatory inside with a restaurant where you can arrange to have dinner. We don't recommend it that much. I think the best thing is to go up in the observatory, but you can go up in the observatory. You pay about $35 to do so, to go on the 3 attractions. The 3 toys that they have up there, if I'm not mistaken, they are $20 each or $15. Then there's a plummeting elevator that's on top of the building. They're very radical on top of the building, and you have to be brave to do it. If you like adrenaline, don't miss it. There's the Mexican hatch, which spins outside the tower so you can see Las Vegas down. It's very, very crazy. And there's also one that's like a roller coaster that shoots down and turns the car backwards. They're considered the most radical toys in the world. So for those who like adrenaline, it's worth it. And for those who don't, it's worth it for the view. The observatory up there is very beautiful. The view at night is sensational. The casino hotels on the strip that are gigantic end up being small. You end up seeing them super tiny down there because of the height. So it's a differentiated view, which is worth including in your itinerary without a doubt. It's very fun. You're gonna love it. As you can see in Las Vegas, all the main attractions are concentrated on the Las Vegas Strip, so our tip for where to stay is to stay on it. There are more expensive hotels, but there are also cheaper ones, and we have a video about where to stay that gives you all the tips about where to stay. But there's also the link which we'll leave here below, along with all the other links for you to set up your trip and get the best prices and the best locations. We made a personalized map of the best regions for you to locate yourself there on the Strip, and with those features like 3-star locations upwards with guest ratings from 8 to 10, you can get a nice hotel. So have a look. It's worth it to get a hotel on the Strip and be well located, because you'll be close to all these attractions and you're going to enjoy each one. And now, continuing a bit on the Strip, but speaking in a general way, another very cool attraction that can't be out of your itinerary are the Cirque du Soleil shows. They are very cool. They are magic shows too, which are not from the Cirque du Soleil, which are cool, and other shows, but the Cirque du Soleil shows are sensational and are different. So try to go to at least one. There are several. They're inside these casino hotels that I just mentioned. Each one is in one, so take a look at which one is closest to you, what are the themes which are different, and then you can see which theme you like the most. The prices are a little bit different according to the best sellers, but don't miss it because they are sensational shows for you to visit at night. It's really worth it. It's very nice. Try to go to at least one. We highly recommend the Michael Jackson tribute, which is from the Cirque du Soleil, and the David Copperfield show, which is a very good magic show, and some others like O, which is also sensational, which is all in the water. Anyway, there is an infinity of shows and attractions for you to go in Las Vegas. The only thing though about these shows is that they are not cheap. They are usually expensive because of the dollar, especially with the dollar the way it is. For other nations, it ends up being around 100 or 110 for the most popular ones, but we have a site where we usually buy even on the last trips that has the best price. Even they are much cheaper. We'll leave here in the video description along with all the other links. You'll be able to save even to include 1 or 2 shows there. For those who like to party, there are many great clubs in Las Vegas. We're not going to go into too much detail because it also changes a lot every year. They change the names of the clubs, but each casino hotel has its own party. There is one at the Caesar Palace that we like very much. We always go there when we travel because it's very cool. There's one at the Bellagio, which is also very cool. There's the one at the Wynn, which was very cool also. When we went there, David Guetta and Justin Bieber were playing. There's an infinity of clubs, so do your research because there is no lack of good clubs in Las Vegas. And pool parties too. If you are in the summer, several pool parties are happening, so take a look. Any hotel you have that has a nice pool in the afternoon, it gets really busy. They play music, it's really cool and you have fun. But there are the pool parties, which are parties actually held in these hotels with pools, where you pay an entrance fee and are entitled to a party as if you were in a ballad. It's very nice for you to enjoy yourself, and then only happen in the summer. The Las Vegas winter is very cold. Even though it's in the desert, people think it's hot even in winter, but it's the opposite. There's also in the middle of the strip the Showcase Mall, which is a mall with some very nice stores. There's this giant M&M store with everything from the brand. They also have Coca-Cola, where there is a gigantic store with only from the brand Ferrari. Anyway, there are several cool attractions too for you to see. That's in the middle of the strip too. And leaving the strip, there is Old Las Vegas, which is the old Las Vegas, where the first casino hotels of the cities are. The most iconic ones is the Golden Nugget, so several hotels are very old that they tried to preserve but could not keep up with the modernism nor the grandeur of the Las Vegas Strip. But Old Las Vegas has its special charm. We always enjoy a night there. The casinos are cheaper. You can bet chips for a better price and also have more fun for a longer time without spending so much. The vibe there is different, it's cool, so it's worth your while to go there one day. And there's the Fremont Experience there in the middle, which is a street that is the middle of these hotels, and it's covered by a gigantic LED ceiling, the biggest LED ceiling in the world. Animations and music are played on this ceiling, so it's a very lively and cool street. There's a giant zip line that goes to this whole street. We went there and it's very cool. It's also worthwhile to include it as an experience. It's a little bit different and it lives up the night. It's a bit away from the strip, about 15 minutes by car. If you have a car, it's easy, and if not, you can take a cab or an Uber, something, but it's a little bit away from the Las Vegas Strip. And in the middle of Las Vegas Strip is the D-Link Hotel, which we have already mentioned, which is downtown and has the most affordable rooms compared to the other big hotels. It has a very nice entertainment complex, which is its main attraction, and Ferry Wheel, the biggest Ferry Wheel in the world. It's worth going. You have to pay the entrance fee. It spins, but it takes more than an hour to complete the whole ride, and it's very slow because it's like an observatory. It's very nice to visit, especially at night when the view of the city is beautiful and all lit up. We went it, just very nice. You can buy the basic ticket, just go around, and you have the options of an open bar with a little bar in the middle because the cabins are big and you can stand, walk, and observe. So you can drink during this whole ride, which takes a long time, so it's nice, like a warm-up for the night. We booked between 7 and 8 o'clock. We left it and went straight to the Cirque du Soleil show and then to a club, so you can build up your night. Speaking of shopping in Las Vegas, there are plenty of cool places to shop in Vegas. Yes, in those casino hotels I mentioned, the biggest ones are Caesar Palace and Bellagio. In the Venetian, they have huge malls inside the casino hotels, but they are expensive and the brands are very expensive. They are more famous and luxurious, so the prices are high. There is north of the strip and there is one that is south of the strip. Oh, no, not a hotel, outlet. There is one outlet that is north of the strip and one that is south of the strip, which are the two main outlets in Las Vegas. We like the southern one much better. It's all enclosed and not that open style, so if it's not raining, it doesn't bother you. And the stores we like better because the prices are better, and that's why we prefer them. And also in the middle of the strip there's the Fashion Mall, which is in front of the Wing, that luxurious hotel we mentioned. It's really good. Even though it's a mall, it ends up being similar to an outlet where you can find very good prices. There are stores of all those well-known brands that we look for in the United States: Gap, Calvin Klein, Adidas, Nike, Forever 21. In short, all the very good brands, and the prices are very good. We loved this mall. And now, getting away from the center there of Las Vegas, there is also the famous Grand Canyon, which is one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's worth visiting, but be aware that you will spend at least one day there. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to get there, so you will spend a whole day visiting this place, which is sensational. You can go there by car if you have a rental car. It's possible to go there, and our tip is that you go by Hoover Dam, which is a very famous dam in the United States. There is a tour inside it, and the landscape is beautiful. It's famous in some movies that you might have seen, and there you can then continue your trip to Grand Canyon. The western part was the most indicated, the coolest to visit, and the most touristy. There are specific packages for the north, east, and west. You have to see which region you want to visit the most. The most famous one is the West Grand Canyon, so take a look. It's also the closest one to visit by car. A little bit long trip, but if you stop to rest, it's nice. Or you can also hire the tour, which is a bus that picks you up at your hotel. It stops at the main hotels on the strip when it takes you there. I will leave you here the link in the video description along with all the other links that we commented. The link is also to the site that sells the tour and the tickets, which is very good. We have been with them and it's very nice. The bus services is sensational and organized. The guides are very good. We liked it a lot. It starts very early in the morning and goes back in the afternoon to the Las Vegas Strip. It's very nice. We loved it. And to close our list, the most famous icon of Las Vegas is the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign, which we have not talked about yet, but is the main icon of Las Vegas. In our opinion, it's a little disappointing the first time because it's not such a big sign, it's in the middle of nowhere, so you have nothing to do there. It's right at the beginning, down the Las Vegas Strip, right in the middle of the avenue, but there's nothing there. It's just a sign, and so you have to find a way to stop the car there just to get down. And there's a line, usually a long line, to take a picture there. You take the picture and go away. It's nice to visit because it's an icon and the picture looks very cool, but don't expect to find some other attraction or something else because there isn't any. It's just for you to get the license plate and that's it. But even so, it's good to get to know it because it's very beautiful. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please like it here on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social networks. We are always traveling the world, giving several travel tips in a very cool way in your routine. It's a very relaxing way, and be sure to watch the video on how to save a lot on your trip to Las Vegas. It's a very complete video that teaches you how to save money on everything, hiring the best service. I'll leave here on the side along with the playlist with all the other Vegas videos so you can see what you need to know to travel there, knowing everything you need. So thank you very much, guys, for staying there. I'll see you in the next video. Happy travels.